Ah, okay. Okay, hello everybody, I'm Chris, I'm here from University of Strathclyde. I'm an engineer and a researcher into particularly dairy and beef. So I'm here today to show you the Herdsman Plus. Potentially. Nope. Patrick's away inside. Oh, okay, there we go. Patrick's inside, that's issues. Right, Patrick's inside. Oh, okay, let's try that again. So yes, I'm an engineer from Scotland, doing research mainly into dairy and beef. I'm here today to show you Herdsman Plus. So the main idea of this is we are trying to, as you've heard from the previous partners in the dairy trial, bring together many different data streams. As you can see from this event here, everybody's trying to give farmers access to more information, but for the farmers the information isn't quite enough. They need to have some kind of intelligence that they can take with this and actually give them some guidance and some action. So it's all well and good giving a farmer equipment that will make his farm perhaps 10%, 20% more efficient, but if it takes an extra 5 hours a day to go through every single different piece of technology that he's using, it's not really going to be easy to get some uptake. Now, there are many different ways this can come into play. You can have, for instance, feed delivery systems where you're analysing what you're actually delivering to each animal to determine which animals are really performant. You can have automatic feed delivery to different pens. You can manage where your animals are sent to make sure they get the best pasture. You can also optimise their fertility to bring down your calving index and make sure you've got continual milk production and more consistent milk production. And we're trying to bring together service offerings from many different providers and provide a service on top of that to really make farmers' lives easier. So one of the main industry challenges, as I've said, is that there are many different systems all competing for farmers' attention, and to really make a farmer's life better we need to bring one platform such as FarmNet 365 and bring intelligence on top of that. So right now primarily we've been working with milking robots and rumination and eating collars, along with leg tags, feed delivery systems, primarily looking into the dairy industry. And from this we've seen increased milk yields of up to 20% on some of our farms. We've seen calving indexes reduced by 20, 30 days on some farms. And we've also seen an improvement in the consistency and the amount of milk yield delivered year round. So one of our prime examples here is Mastitis. Here we're using the collar along with, in this case, a full wood milking robot, looking at the quarter conductivity during milking, as well as the day-to-day and hour-to-hour trends in feeding and rumination. And in the red event here, we can see a case where an animal's feeding and rumination pattern is drastically dropped. An animal has effectively stopped ruminating for 8 to 10 hours and completely removed from its cycle. And if this mastitis case happens just once, your animal is likely out of service for 7 days, both until the illness clears up and until the antibiotics go through the system. And at current milk prices for a single mastitis case, you're looking at about £70 per cow per mastitis case, about 75 euros, I believe, at exchange rates. And it's quite common for 20 to 30% of your herd to suffer from mastitis. So this, for the UK industry of around 1.8 million dairy cattle, this can be an industry-wide loss of 24 million per year not including the cost of antibiotics and time spent on farm. There's other work done looking at feed optimization, where we have the outputs from a feed delivery wagon, and you can determine exactly what each individual pen is receiving. So if you're trying to determine which of your animals are the best performers, and you're comparing one pen that's received 70% concentrate with another pen that's received 75% concentrate, it's not really a fair comparison to say that these cows are less efficient. If you actually look at what a cow on an individual basis has received, or at least on a pen basis, you'll be able to give much more accurate decisions on which animals are really the ones that are providing best value based on what they've received. So there are many different systems that come into play, such as gears feed delivery, where you can tailor where each individual pen is fed, potentially balance out what each individual animal is receiving. The milking robot, where you can alert the farmer if an animal isn't showing up often enough for milking, maybe push her through, or perhaps integrate some somewhat automated treatment, such as if you detect mastitis, potentially using stripping or milking the animal more frequently to flush bacteria from the udder, and behavioural monitoring collars, which can give farmers alerts at any time of the day so that the farmer can spend his or her attention exactly where it's needed. And here's a testimonial from one of our farms in the east of Scotland, where the farmer has around 200 Holstein Friesian and 4 milking robots with collars. And with these systems combined, he's seen a reduction in mastitis, but he's also seen a 20% increase in the amount of milk that he's receiving, and that's been running for about 18 months. So as the other partners have mentioned, we're going to be here for another couple of hours around this booth, and if you've got any questions about any of the dairy use cases, please feel free to come and contact us. Thank you for your time.